Good morning, children. Welcome back to your English grammar classes. So, today we are going to start with Comprehension 1. Lesson 24, Comprehension 1. I'll just read out the paragraph. Then, if there's any hard words, I'll explain. So, all of you listen carefully. Be attentive. Open page number 151 from your textbook. Attacked by a shark. I had just dived off my paddle board to go spear fishing when the lights went out. Dive means you jump into it. Off my paddle board. Paddle board means a boat that is being used for riding the surf, or also it can be used to help those who are swimming. Okay. To go spear fishing. Spear fishing means an activity that is being used. When an activity used for fishing, when you go out for fishing, you use a spear. You know what is a spear? The soldiers, what they have in their hands. When the lights went out, I heard this loud noise like a garage door slamming, and it was completely dark. So even I could hear a very big noise like a garage door slamming, shutting, and it was dark. Suddenly I saw these white big things. I thought they were pieces of fiberglass that a boat had just hit me. When I touched them, I realized they were teeth. So when the writer realized what it was, he realized that it was teeth. The shark had hold of my head. When he clamped into me, it was an awful crunch. So what do you mean by awful? Bhayankar. His teeth were like razors. I was hanging out of the side of his mouth, and his front teeth were buried through my cheekbones and nose. But it didn't hurt, not until later. He didn't take me down. He took me out of the water about a meter. I saw we were moving fast, and I tried to pull my head out. I reached up on the shark, and it was flat with a sandpapery feel. Now what do you mean by sandpapery feel? It is a sound of sandpaper that has been used for rubbing against wood or any rough surface. I went berserk. Berserk means crazy or angry. I started pounding on him. I don't know if that was what made him let loose, but if he had finished the bite, I would have no brain. So this is the description what he went when he went into the waters. What happened? This was he saw what? A shark, and it was very pounding on him. It had made him lose. If he had finished the bite, he would have no brain. So this is like it was his imagination. If that shark would have finished the bite, then no brain would have left. The shark went underneath me, and I saw a part of his head. It was wider than my shoulder. I swam back to my board, blood pouring out of my face. They flew me to a hospital. I caught my reflection in the helicopter window. I looked like mince. I ended up with 30 or 40 stitches in the front and 28 or 30 in the back. Now I have one bad scar near my eye and another across my nose. But they have faded down and fit into the wrinkles. So, what happened? This writer, told by Roddy Orr, as he went into the waters, the shark, he held his head, and when he clamped, what happened? It was a bhayankar, like it was a very awful crunch. How was the teeth of the shark? It was like razor, very sharp, and were buried through my cheekbones and nose. That means these are cheekbones, okay? And it did not hurt until later. And he didn't take me down. He took me out of the water. The shark, he took him out of the water. And what did the writer saw? that they were moving very fast and he wanted to pull his head out. So he reached up to the shark and it was flat with a sandpapery feel. And I started pounding on him, attacking on him. But I don't know what made him lose. Because once he catch hold of someone, he never loses it. But if he thought that he must have pounced him, it must have took a bite, and then he let him go. The shark, he went underneath and saw a part of his head, and it was wider than his shoulder. And finally, he reached back to the board. He swam back to the board, that is the paddle board. And the blood was pouring out of his face. And they took him to hospital, and he was having so many stitches, and he got a scar. Scar means dag. Another across my nose, and they all are faded down, and they are fit into the wrinkles. So this is a small comprehension, a passage. So even in exam, you may get the seen passage or unseen passage. So first thing, whenever you have a comprehension, you read the passage very carefully. Don't simply read the question and find out the answers. There may be some hidden answers. So what you have to do is, you have to read the passage very carefully, try to understand the meaning of the passage, and then you find the question answers. So I hope you all have understood this. So moving on to the question answers. Okay, that you do try to solve on your own. Later on I am going to send the PDF, but you have to see whether you have understood the passage. You can do it on your own. Moving on to exercise 2. What is that? Exercise 2 is simile. Now what do you mean by similes? Similes are one figure of speech. For example, like in poem, when you go to 8th standard, when you go next year to 8th standard, there are many figures of speech. Figures of speech means, in poem, why do we use figure of speech in poem? To have a more poetic effect, to have a more deeper effect of the poem. The writer, the poet, when he writes the poem, what happens? He adds more meaning, more poetic effects he brings to the poem. And out of many figures of speech, we have one figure of speech, that is simile. Simile means a comparison has been done. Okay, as sweet as honey, as white as snow. So a comparison is being made. And see the sentence. I heard this loud noise like a garage door slamming. Here, the loud noise is being compared to what? A comparison is done to the noise made by a garage door using the word like. So when we do use like? When we have to do the comparison. And such comparisons are called similes. Now you have to point out 2 more similes in the passage. That also you can do it on your own. So next is the history of Saint Valentine's Day. So you all know, every year on 14th February, what do we celebrate? Yes, we celebrate Valentine's Day, isn't it? You all know it. We celebrate Valentine's Day. So what is the history behind it? What is the story behind it? So let's read. Every February, people the world over celebrate Valentine's Day by giving flowers, candy and cards to those they love. They do this in honor of Saint Valentine. Now who is the Saint Valentine? It is believed that Valentine was a priest. Priest means the father, who served during the 3rd century in Rome. That means he was a priest in the 3rd century in Rome. At that time, there was an emperor. So, during that time, there was an emperor by the name of Claudius II. Emperor means a king that ruled. Claudius II. Under the rule of Emperor Claudius II, Rome was involved in many bloody and unpopular wars. So, this emperor, he was involved in a lot of fighting. So, there was many bloodshed and many unpopular means whatever wars they used to fight, he never used to win the battle. He used to always get defeated. So the Claudius the Cruel, as he was called, so this Claudius was being called as a cruel, was having a difficult time getting the soldiers to join his army. As he was a very cruel king, the soldiers was not ready to join his army because he was very cruel and he was used to do a lot of bloodshed. Emperor Claudius II decided that single men made better soldiers than those that were married. So, according to him, what he decided that those who are married, they are much more better than the single men. So, it's good that if I make those bachelors, single men means those who are bachelors, they are the better soldiers. If once you get married, what happens? You have responsibility of your wife and looking after your children. So according to him, Emperor Claudius decided that the bachelors were the better soldiers. With this thought, what he decided? He declared that marriage was forbidden for the people of Rome. So he declared a rule that मैरिज वॉज फोरबिडन. वहाँ पर रोक लगा दिया कि कोई शादी नहीं करेगा. मैरिज वॉज फोरबिडन फॉर द पीपल ऑफ रोम. Priest Valentine was entirely opposed to this unjust and unfair law. So this priest, at that time when he was, during that time, this priest entirely opposed. He didn't like the thought that the people, that the bachelor shouldn't marry. He decided to help young lovers and secretly perform marriage ceremonies for couples. So what he decided, that he will help those who are in love, those young lovers, and they secretly perform marriage ceremonies for couples. Imagine he did this in a small candlelit room with only the bride and the groom. So just imagine, उसने ये छुप छुप के किया, बिकॉज मैरिज वॉज फोरबिडन इन दैट सिटी. उस गांव में, उस वहाँ जगह पर इट वॉज कम्प्लीटली, मैरिज वॉज फोरबिडन. उसको निकाल ही दिया कि कोई शादी नहीं करेगा. बट this Valentine priest, what he did, he in a small candlelit room only with the bride and the groom. Bride means dulhan, groom means dulha. दोनों को अकेले रूम में कैंडल जला के, and the priest himself would bless the marriage. They would whisper the words of the ceremony. Ceremony means जो rituals. They had to whisper. जो भी उन लोग की जो काम होती है, विस्पर्स जो लॉज होते हैं, दे हैड टू विस्पर द वर्ड्स लाइक आई एम रेडी टू मैरी सो एंड सो. देन द ब्राइड सेज, देन द ग्रूम सेज, इवन द प्रीस्ट दे ब्लेस द मैरिज. सो वॉट एवर वर्ड्स दे हैड टू से, they whisper, because if they speak loud, what happens? The emperor would come to know. So the soldiers may go and tell it to the emperor. So they slowly they spoke the words of the ceremony, listening all the while for the steps of soldiers. So also they used to be attentive that whether if any of the soldiers were moving here and there. Now, perhaps one night, unfortunately, they were caught and Valentine was condemned to death. So one day what happened? One night what happened? Unfortunately, they were caught and Valentine was condemned to death. मतलब उसको मौत की सज़ा सुनाई दिया. He was thrown into jail. While in jail, many young people came to visit Valentine. So he was being sentenced to death. So he was in jail. So many young people, they came to visit him. They threw flowers and notes up to his window. So there was a window in the jail, in his room. So people used to throw flowers from that window and notes, letters. They wanted him to know that they too believed in love. So these people, those who threw flowers and notes, they wanted to show that they believed in love. One of these young people was the daughter of the prison guard. So one of these young people among these who believed in love was the daughter of this prison guard. You know what is prison guard? जो जेल की चौकीदारी करते हैं. Her father allowed her to visit him in the cell. So this prison guard के वो जो चौकीदार है, उनकी बेटी को मिलना था Father Valentine से. So her father allowed him. She helped him to cheer him up. So she also helped him because the mentality of the people, one who stays in jail. They are very gloomy and all, no? They are sad. So she helped him to cheer him up, and they would often talk for hours on the day he was to die. So this daughter of this prison guard helped him to cheer him, to talk him, open up, and they would continuously talk for long hours. And on the day he was to die, जिस दिन उसकी मौत होने वाली थी, Valentine left his young friend a note thanking for her friendship and loyalty. So on the day of his death, what Valentine did, he wrote a letter, a note of thanking for her friendship and loyalty. He was very sincere. And in the last, what did he said? Like when we write letter, what do we write? Yours affectionately, yours truly, yours faithfully, so and so. He signed it. What did he wrote? Love from your Valentine. And he suffered martyrdom on the 14th day of February, about the year 270. More than 200 years after Valentine's death, Pope Gelasius decided to honor Valentine on 14th February. So he suffered martyrdom on which day? On 14th day. Martyrdom means those who give their lives to save the people. He suffered martyrdom on 14th day of February, and more than 200 years after death, Valentine's death, Pope declares saint. So he declared this priest as saint on 14th February. Gradually, young lovers began exchanging love messages, and Saint Valentine became the saint of lovers. So slowly what happened? Young lovers, they began exchanging love messages, and Saint Valentine, he became the saint of lovers. So I hope you all have understood the story behind Valentine's Day. Okay. Now I'm moving on to exercise 4. Choose the correct answer. So this we can discuss the question answers, and the others I'll send it through PDF. Choose the correct answer. Valentine was not a what? A romantic. The emperor was known as Claudius the Cruel. To whom did Valentine address the note, love from your Valentine? To the prison guard's daughter. And what is martyrdom? Death of a person who is killed because of his or her beliefs. Okay, so these are the correct answer. Now the remaining I am going to send it PDF. You can write it down in your notebook.